Hello everyone, welcome to the ichimokocharts.com daily analysis for the S&P 500 for Monday, April the 4th, 2011. Well, no change of trend today. Previous day's candle, we had a candle that made a higher high and a higher low. Today we have a candle that's made a lower high but a higher low, and in bar chart terms that's an inside day. It's a day of indecision. So it does raise some doubt about continuation of the trend to the upside, and that's because the market has failed to take out the previous day's high. So we're not continuing that uptrend in a clear manner. Now, in candlestick terms, this is a spinning top type candle, almost a doji candle, and they're candles of indecision as well, and that's because we have this very small body in the middle of the candle with a longish shadow on the top and on the bottom. And the shadow on the top represents downside price rejection. It represents buyers losing commitment. And by the same token, the shadow on the bottom represents upside price rejection and the sellers losing commitment. So a loss of commitment by both sides, with the market closing in the middle of the range, denoting that neither side has taken control of this market today. So that could be significant for this market for any potential change of trend. Now, it certainly isn't the sort of candle that you like to see in a market that's trending up. So it does mean that's the reason why it offers potential for a change of trend to the downside. But we never preempt markets. We need confirmation of any potential change of trend. So we look to the low of the current candle, which is at 13.29, and look for a lower high and lower low. Now, any potential change of trend to the downside, however, will be limited by the support below, and we have support down here at 13.24, which is held on a few occasions previously, and there was good, solid rejection from that area previously. And we know that previous resistance can turn into support, so we look to that area. Down below there, we have potential support at the window that was opened up between these two candles, and that extends from roughly 13.22 down to about 13.20, and that will offer itself a support if the market does test it. We can see here previously the 13.20 level, where these two candles, there was a rejection from that area to the downside, and that's evidenced by the shadows on the top of the candles. Down below there, we have very strong support offered around 13.13, and that's the top of the cloud and a previous area of support and resistance. So that's a very strong area. All the way down through the cloud, we have support all the way down through the round number 1300, extending down to 1288 at the bottom of the cloud. Now, to the upside, if the trend does continue up, and there is a very good chance that the market will continue trending up, if that does happen, then we have support at resistance at 13.44, and that was the major swing high here, and the high of this symmetrical triangle pattern that we had previously. And above there, we don't have any decent resistance until we trade up to around 13.63. So if the market can successfully test above 13.44 with a bullish candle, there's a good chance that we can trade up to around 13.63. So that would be fairly significant for this market, although it's certainly not looking as though it wants to do that at the moment. So we do need to be patient, watch the high of the current candle and the previous, which are around the 13.37, 13.38 areas, and look for a potential higher high and higher low and test on 13.44. Now, in Ichimoku charts terms, we are trading up above the cloud, so the market retains its overall bullish bias, which is quite important. The market is also trading above the Kijun-sen and Tenkan-sen, so the market is bullish in the medium-term and fast-term time frames. And the Tenkan-sen is trading above the Kijun-sen, which is a bullish indication. That occurred about a week or so ago, and that occurred within the Kumo, the cloud, and that suggests that the signal from that is a neutral signal, not strong, not weak, but neutral, and we have seen the market has gone on with this move. Around that time, we also had the bullish breakout up above the cloud, and the market has gone on with that, actually gapped up following that with a nice bullish move, and now we're getting a lot of trading with smallish bodies and shadows on the top, which represents selling coming in as the market is testing up around these resistance levels. Now, The Kijun-sen has actually turned flat, and that might be a cause for concern. Whenever the Kijun-sen turns flat, there's a strong potential for the market to retrace back towards it, and that represents a lack of trending action. It represents the market wanting to find equilibrium. So there is a possibility that the market will retrace back down and test the 1324 level, and perhaps below, perhaps test the window. Just looking at the Chikou span, that's over here, and it's just trading above the corresponding price action. So that is reinforcing the bullish information that we're getting from the rest of the Ichimoku indicators as well, except it's not a very long way above the corresponding price action, so it's almost neutral. But over the next day or so, certainly watch the highs up around 1337, roughly 1338, for a potential test above, but certainly watch the lows for a test down to 1324 and perhaps lower.